Here we are at the AT&T Center for the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo.
Oscar's Odyssey. Oscar's Odyssey.
Now, the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo is something that most San Antonians and people in the surrounding area look forward to every year. Now, there are a lot of things that go on here at the Stock Show and Rodeo. Of course, there are animals, people selling their animals, their barnyard animals. There's food, there's ranching equipment. It's like Comic-Con for ranchers, and that's what everybody, in San Antonio, we like that stuff. So a ton of people head out to the AT&T Center in the nasty weather to see animals and buy stuff for taking care of animals. Now, I have been out here for about an hour and I have no idea where to start. There's so many different things to see. You see my hat? Looks like crap, but you know what? It was nasty outside and I needed it. So I don't know where to start this thing. I guess we should start with the cows. Let's just go into the cow barn and see what happens. Whoa, check out this huge cow. Ooh, fluffy looking. Okay, cool. So behind me you can see they're judging the cows, and they like the kids that raise them, like different age groups, and they raise the cows and they get judged on them. So let's check it out a little.
From our 15-year-old division, we need Clay Smith and Mia Barba. From our 16-year-old division, Allie Ray Jordan and Caleb Fox. 18-year-old Ryan Perry and Dylan Jackson.
That was weird. I don't know what they were doing with the sticks. They were like hitting them in their gullets. I guess it calms them down. That's weird. That would make me self-conscious about my gullet thingy. I don't know if I would like that. That's one big pile of poop. So yeah, there's really a lot going on here. So that's why I'm kind of like all over the place. I have no idea what you guys would want to see. It's just weird to me. I think they got a swine barn, but the swine barn's not open. Or else I'd go in there. I like to see little piggies. I'm trying to avoid all these people that are looking at me. These people have never seen a vlogger, so it's kind of weird to them. I'm talking to myself. But me and you, they don't know that there's thousands of you out there watching me. More cows in there. I don't know what's in there. I came to the rodeo today because my sister, her kid, came today, so we're gonna hang out. Since I don't really get to see them so much because they live on the other side of town. But I decided to leave them alone because they're on the school tour and it's kind of boring. So let's go back into the cow thing and see what they look like when they're taking care of them. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. Look at these cows just sleeping here, being cows, lucky cows. Ooh, look at that one. He's being vacuumed. Wow. Ooh. Those are my favorite kind of bulls. Brahma bulls. They're pretty cool. But I need to get out of here. Everybody's looking at me funny. I don't think I'm supposed to be filming in here. But all these cows are here to be judged and sold. So, I don't know. Some of them are milking cows. Some of them are burger cows. Me personally, because of my recent lactose intolerance, now side more with the burger cow than the dairy cow. So, these are big animals. The smell in here really takes me back to when we had a cow back at my dad's house, before we had the mini horses and the chickens. We got the auction barn right there where people are actually auctioning off their animals I'm sure I can't go in there and film because look at those cowboys sitting by the door, not letting me in. Look right here. Interesting fact. When I used to work at the AT&T Center for the Rampage hockey team, this is where we would drive to park, right in there. That's where the Spurs park and the athletes and whatever. Cowboy concessions. Ooh. They said I couldn't get anything because I wasn't a cowboy. Since I helped take care of 2 mini horses, does that make me a mini horse boy? That's a funny question. Anyway, here's the horse show arena. They do things. Of course, they have the shops, which I'm going to go into later, because I want to try to find me a new adventure hat. There's so many kids here. I'm trying not to film them. But look at all the food stuff. Gator on a stick, chicken on a stick, Texas Twisters. Let me get me some food during lunchtime. So never you mind, you will see some of this. But yeah. So, other things that happen on the rodeo, besides the selling and judging of animals, and the FAA kids come here and they sell their animals and that they've been raising and stuff like that. And you might think, oh yeah, we made fun of those kids. Well, those kids get their colleges paid for because of what they do. They may not go out all the time, well, some of them do, some of them like that red Solo Cup, but a lot of them take care of their animals, take it really seriously, and it pays for their college and it pays for them, you know, for their family, and it helps their family. So it's really cool to see. Oh my geez, deep fried candy bars, deep fried Twinkies, fried Oreos. Has the world gone mad? I'll let you know. I think I've already tried those, but not on the video, so I'll try them again. I mean, it's the only thing I can do, right? So like I was saying, besides people coming out here and selling their animals and showing off their animals, this is also a place for people who have that rustic kind of like wares to sell, like rustic wares, like things on Etsy that are like for cowboys. They fill up this big building and the Freeman Coliseum over there where I actually graduated high school, right there. I graduated over there. They fill those up with like merchants and stuff to sell cool stuff to cowboys. They also have this cool food court here that has overpriced everything you could ever think of, and that's probably where I'm going to be eating lunch today. Now in that building right there, that's the AT&T Center. That's where they actually have the major rodeo events, the bull riding, the horse riding, where they go around the barrels and stuff like that. That all goes on over there at nighttime. There's usually a big music act. I think tomorrow the Goo Goo Dolls are going to be playing here. So yeah, one of the first real rock concerts that I ever went to was actually at the rodeo one year. We actually saw Lynyrd Skynyrd. That was awesome. When they were playing Freebird at the very end, one of the guys was playing his Explorer, his Gibson Explorer, and he's hitting that whammy bar so hard that it broke off, and his whole guitar basically fell apart on stage, and it was very cool to see. Changed my life. It showed me like, oh, you can be a showman and play guitar. You don't have to just do that, which I already knew from Jimi Hendrix, but I'd never seen it in person until then, so it was pretty cool. There are a whole bunch of cool little tents that I want to go into, and I will go into and show you guys. But look, at the very end of the way right there, at the end of the rodeo is the carnival. I don't think we're going to do that today, but it is there and we will go see it. I know there's a petting zoo, a Texas Wildlife Expo, and this thing called Zoomagination, which I want to try out. The rodeo has changed so much since I was a child. Ah, man. It's become more commercialized, I think. I don't think there was this many food tents when I was little, and there definitely weren't as many cool tents to go see. There was the petting zoo, and then this Texas Wildlife Expo thing, which we're gonna probably go through, and it's just a whole bunch of stuffed animals. Like, that's an armadillo and stuff like that. But I hear at this Zoomagination place, there's a sloth. A sloth at the rodeo, guys. I'm ready for that. I'm gonna go check it out right now. Hopefully they let me in, because I'm not in the, look at all the kids over there. I don't know if they're gonna let me in. I'm gonna sneak in. I'm just gonna pretend to be a kid. Here I go. It worked. They let me in. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. So I think I'm gonna do this as like a little montage maybe. Cue the music. cool. Unfortunately, the sloth wasn't there. It was freaking hot in there and humid. Had a lot of reptiles in there that I didn't film because you've seen lizards. Don't act like you haven't. And if you haven't seen lizards, look them up on the Googles. With all these kids here, it's kind of weird to me. You guys let me know if it's weird that when I see these animals and all the things that these kids are seeing that I've seen before, I still have the same excitement and wonder that they have. I'm making the same oohs and ahs as these kids. Does that make me weird? And I'm talking about weird in a ha-ha kind of way, not weird in a kind of peculiar kind of way. Does that make sense? If that makes sense? Does that make sense? Let's go check out the Texas Wildlife Expo. Holy crap. Check out this sand sculpture. What? That is amazing. That is cool. Oh, that is cool. Gems and Texas gems and stuff in here. We've got other vendors selling. Ooh, that's a cool jacket. Other vendors selling things. Let's go look for some more sand things because those are pretty cool. There he is, the king. Oh, somebody wrote in it. That's not cool, man. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. It kind of looks like Ron Perlman, the guy who plays Hellboy. Let's get a side-by-side comparison. Check that out. Black vultures. That is cool. Look it. It's a prairie dog. That is so cute. Next to these things. I've seen those in the zoo. But check that out. Look, is there one in the thing? Look at that. Getting his workout on. Good job. They got a sleepy javelina. Ooh, you javelinas are rascally devils.
You can ride these just like horses. They're just not as fast.
Longhorns are definitely my favorite part of the rodeo. Jeez Louise, look at that. That actually looks like a rope. That is talent, my friends. Oh, look at that, it's a butterfly. Oh man. That, I mean, just look at the size of this thing. For scale. Look how giant this butterfly is. That is a huge freaking butterfly. That is cool. I didn't have those when I was looking at the first one I saw. Ah, there it is. Oh, that's so good. And like I said, coming out of the Texas Wildlife Expo is, oh, petting zoo. It's gonna be crowded. I'm not going in there today. But look, the carnival. We'll come back to the carnival and the petting zoo another day. Ooh, that's a cool hat. That is pretty cool. Now the only two things I haven't shown you guys yet is the horse barn, which I didn't go into because there was a whole bunch of kids going in there. That was the first stop of the school field trips. And then the shops. Now I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to show. Look, I just found my sister. She's up there. You might remember her from the Oscar show episode 2. She just walked in there like a celebrity. Celebrity sighting. Whoa! Now it's time for lunch. But what should I get? Pizza? Barbecue? Good old burgers? Or Chan's Chinese chicken on a stick? I think I'll settle for some New England lobster and chowder. Actually, I'm getting the lobster grilled cheese and some french fries. Would you take a look at that? Look at that grilled cheese with supposedly there's lobster. Let me take a peek. Oh man. I don't even see the cheese. It's so good looking. Oh, I want to enjoy this. I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Oh my God, guys. That was the best grilled cheese I've ever had in my life. Those guys right there. San Antonio, if you watch this, go to these guys. Amazing lobster grilled cheese sandwich. Very delicious. Don't even get the fries. I got the fries. I made a mistake. Don't get the fries because you don't even need it. The grilled cheese itself it's just a meal on its own. Delicious. A lot of lobster. Now, I did say earlier in the video I saw the fried desserts. I do want to try those, but I think I'm gonna have to come back and do it because I'm here with my sister And as you know, she's pregnant, as you watch the Oscar show. And her back hurts, so we have to leave. She's in a lot of pain. So we're gonna take off. I'm gonna come back. I definitely am gonna come back, and I'm gonna try the desserts. Guys, they had deep fried Reese's peanut butter cups, deep fried Oreos, and deep fried pecan pie. Did you hear me? Pecan pie. That's gonna be amazing to try. So I'm gonna do that. I'm sorry I didn't get to go to the horse barn. I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna show you guys the Expo stuff next time. This place is huge. There's enough to see. There's enough to see for another video. So, like, comment, and subscribe. From the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, I'm signing off. I'll see you later, guys.